What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Shoot First. And it's gonna be me, Gio, and Nico trying to break down some of the notable trades that happened after the Luka AD trade. Sobrang dami kong i-breakdown namin lahat. So we just picked out four notable trades that we think were the biggest that happened after the Luka AD trade. Okay, so let's get down right into it. Let's start with the Aaron Fox trade. Spurs received the Aaron Fox, Jordan McLaughlin, and the Kings got Zach Levine, Sidi Sissoko, a 2025 first round pick, 2027 first round pick, 2031 first round pick, 2025 second round pick, 2028 second round pick, and another 2028 second round pick. And then the Bulls got Zach Collins, Kevin Herter, Trey Jones, and a 2025 first round pick. Who is the winner and who is the loser in this three-team trade?
Easily yung San Antonio Spurs. Hindi nila pinakawalan sila Devin Vassell,
Mhm.
hindi nawala sina Keldon Johnson,
Jeremy Sochan.
Si Sohan din. 'Di ba parang
Sohan pala.
sobra okay lang. Sohan. Recently ko lang nalaman yung tamang pag-pronounce ng name niya nung kinalaban ng
Oo,
Gilas
ako
si
rin.
Poland. Jeremy Sohan pala.
So,
At I think sa broadcast pero hindi naman rin ng Spurs games eh. Parang,
Yeah, yun nga. Kasi sobrang aga ng mga games nila eh.
'di ba? Parang okay, Victor Wembanyama pero dahil natatalo sila, hindi ko pa napapanood din. But
mhm.
either way for me talaga, it's the Spurs. I think it's super clear na it's the Spurs na they didn't give a lot for the Aaron Fox na who's enjoying his is this a best career, well, yung points na medyo bumaba pero one of his best seasons out of all that he has played in the NBA.
Yeah, and he's still very much in the prime of his career. How old is he right now? Wala pa siyang 30, di ba?
Wala pa.
Bata pa yan si The Aaron Fox. The Aaron
27
Fox.
ata.
Ito na naman tayo sa The Aaron Fox age. 27.
27.
27 years old. So very much in the prime of his career. I think he's actually maybe just starting the prime of his career.
Ito yung start niya.
Arguably, di ba?
Starting to
Kasi
peak.
usually ang age ng prime sa basketball, nagsisimula ng mga ganyan eh. 20 or around 25. Let's say 25 to 27, that's usually the start of the prime and then it declines mga 32.
Mhm.
So
Mid-20s,
that's, yeah.
30s. Yeah. Full disclosure, medyo hindi ako fan ito ng una. Parang nasa isip ko.
Bakit?
Kasi naisip ko, stuck na yung Spurs and initially, parang they're after ayoko sabihin nagtatang sila pero hindi sila winning season. To start off. Pero, kasi, the Aaron Fox point guard, you can say he's a combo guard, pero they got Chris Paul to mentor their project, si Stephon Castle, di ba?
Mm.
Tapos parang redundant. So, saan mo ilalagay si Fox? And then you have Devin Vassell as their next, kumbaga, franchise wing. Hindi ako fan nung una. Tapos, looking at their record, number 12 na pala sila. And,
Kadikit lang sila
yung
sa Warriors.
tapos yung Mavs, ano sila, 22-28, yung Mavs number 8, 28-25. So, kaya, mapapa-fast track yung pagiging competitive ng team. And, if you think about it, wala silang established clutch player sa ngayon. Devin Vassell had his moments dati. Pero, di ba, hindi pa naman siya, hindi
Hindi
pa
naman
siya
siya
all-star
dati. He's not
caliber.
that guy.
Oh, he's not that guy. So, sorry, going back to the question, Spurs to, and there's a chance na baka maging competitive pa sila. Kaya to play in, pero will they miss out on the chance for Cooper Flag? Siguro pwede nang hindi no? Looking at their first round picks, meron silang sarili nila. Meron din silang Atlanta unprotected for the first round. So, I don't think anybody will be, at ATL won't be sucking. So, for sure, hindi nasa lottery yun. And if they still have their first round pick, parang okay na rin kasi sabi nyo nga, walang nawala sa youth movement nila. Yung mga
Mm.
project players nila, kumpleto pa rin. Siguro 3 man deep yung per position. And having this, sinasabi nila, Robin si Fox ni Wemby. I don't know about this at this point, pero yeah, definitely with this trade, napabilis yung nila, yung pagiging competitive. Hindi ako fan dati pero ngayon, I'm rooting for the Spurs.
Okay, so syempre, if the Spurs are the winners, who are the losers, medyo kind of pretty obvious naman. But sige, let's state it na lang din just for the point of conversation. I don't know if I'm thinking the same thing, but just want to hear it from you two also.
The
Dito
Kings.
sa ano?
Ako sa
Ano?
Kings. Di ba 3-team trade to?
Oh, three-team
Parang,
trade.
for
Spurs,
me,
Kings, and
Kings.
Bulls. The
Laban ng
Kings are the
Zach
biggest.
Lavine.
The Kings are the biggest losers.
Well, loser sila. Pero kung biggest loser, yung
Hindi,
Bulls.
sa trade na to.
Hmm.
3-team, di ba? So, Chicago, yung biggest
Oh,
Parang
biggest loser.
wala silang nakuha significant
Oh, they
piece
only got Jack
for
Collins,
Zach
Kevin
Lavine.
Herter, Trey Jones, and a 2025 first round pick
Kanino yung 2025? Kanino yun?
via the Spurs.
Pero hindi na magiging tayo yung record ng Spurs eh. So,
Kaya nga. Wala.
talaga biggest losers are the Bulls because of the lack. Kasi I mean, feel ko talaga wala na sila makuha from for Zach Lavine, di ba? Parang ginagawa nila yun for the past 3 years.
Exactly.
So, the fact na may gusto makipag-trade, sige, okay na yan. Basta wala
kagat
na
na.
si Lavine sa books natin.
I read an
Pero-
article kanina na parang the Bulls are rebuilding the rebuild.
Building the rebuild.
Oh, parang ganun. Which I think I have to agree with it. Kasi yun nga, wala na nga nangyayari dun sa Zach Lavine era nila. I mean, he did have some impact, pero the injuries just really still mired his career there. So yeah, I think they're trying to tread or start a new trajectory in towards a new beginning. I don't know.
Plus pala the fact na they've been trying to find suitors para kay Vucevic. Wala sila nakuha din. Di ba?
Oh.
Nandiyan pa rin si
Wala.
Vuce.
Nandiyan pa si Vuce, sobrang tagal na niya dyan.
Yeah, I don't think you could say naman the Kings are the biggest losers here kasi they still got a quality player in Zach Lavine despite the injuries. But even kasi okay, Zach Lavine despite the injuries, but they have so much draft capital. Look how many picks they got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 picks. 3 first round picks and 3 second round picks. Of course, not all in the same year, but at least they have so much draft capital for the future.
Grabe, no? Parang kahit hindi mo siya gamitin, meron ka lang bala na ganyan na pwede mong itali sa isang player.
Oh.
Gin
Tsaka kasi pwede ba rin naman gamitin yan? Pwede pa rin ba yan gamitin? Like, if you get a pick via a trade, you can still trade that away, di ba? Kasi essentially, it's yours, di ba?
Pwede. Sobrang gulo na nga ng mga nakatali ngayon na like,
yun na nga
via Utah, via mga ganun.
Kaya bilib rin ako sa mga NBA analysts who really thoroughly break it down like with the contract situations and everything because there's so much to try and monitor na minsan di mo na for casual fans like us ang hirap na talagang one by one eh.
Iba-ibang layers. Meron pa yung may mas casual pa na just looking at the names, meron pang consideration of the salary, sabi mo nga.
Yun na nga
meron pang yung mga ganun, draft.
First time ko nga marinig yung yung apron, yung second apron. Ano ba yun?
Mga second apron.
Dugo.
Sabi ko, putang, in a while na, ganito na ba talaga ako kaya hindi connected sa NBA? Or talagang hindi lang, I just don't know enough.
There's so much to learn pa, to unpack. So sa mga manonood pala, baka mahiritan nyo na naman kami sa comment section.
Oh, sorry, admittedly naman, this is just really us voicing out our opinions on it. So, sorry na lang.
Pero we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning. Just like you guys. Okay, so the Spurs, biggest winners of this trade, and the Bulls, the losers, Sacramento in the middle of this 3-team trade. The next trade that happened after that is the Bucks got Kyle Kuzma on February 6, along with Jericho Sims from the Knicks, a 2025 second-round pick and a 2026 second-round pick. The Wizards got Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, and a 2028 first-round pick. The Knicks got Delon Wright from the Bucks, the draft rights to Hugo Besson via the Bucks as well, and cash considerations. The Spurs got Patrick Baldwin Jr. and cash consideration. So it's a 4-team trade, but obviously the biggest names here are Kyle Kuzma and Chris Middleton. Who is the winner and who is the biggest winner and who are the losers of this trade?
May winners ba dyan?
Same reaction. Come on, Nico, sorry.
For me, ano talaga, I would say, kasi believe ako kay Chris Middleton, kaya niya mag-playmake. He's not a shot chucker. Pero
But he
kasi,
hasn't played a lot over the last, what, couple of
oh,
years?
injury prone. Pero si Kuzma has been injury prone this year. Pero in terms of he's younger, I mean, si Kuzma kasi has to learn how to play behind Damian Lillard and Giannis. So I hope yung adjustment niya will be seamless. And mas mahirap, wala siyang defense din. So butas na butas yung Milwaukee Bucks.
That's exactly what's been happening to them, and I don't know why. Because I mean, diba, we know naman how the phrase championship defense wins championships gets chucked around so loosely and medyo gasgas stuff. But it's really the reality. And when they gave away Drew Holiday in exchange for Damian Lillard, that's when everything started to go shit for them, diba? And now they give away another good defensive player in Chris Middleton for a younger guy like Kyle Kuzma. But yeah, I mean, I know I kind of understand it, but also not in total agreement with it.
Yeah, para siyang ano eh. Kailangan pa ba? Parang it's trading for the sake of just trading.
Oo nga eh.
But
Parang medyo desperation na yung ano eh, yung dating sa akin eh.
you find it
Parang
uh,
emergency button na parang they're just trying to get whatever they can get just to give Giannis another chance at the championship.
yeah, so parang ano siya eh. The best ability is availability sa kaso na to. Kasi hindi naman naglalaro si Middleton, so might as well
Yeah,
get
yun na nga
someone in
eh.
return. Si Chris mayroon pang 1 year sa contract. I'm not sure about Kuz, so hindi siya expiring. Parang redundant si Kuz for me para for this. Pero they're planning on having this small ball lineup with Giannis at the 40s tapos Kuz. Baka pwede. Baka pwede, pero it really still doesn't solve yung defensive lapses nila. Pero at least may length maa-address. So Wizards, I'm not sure. Number 15 sila. Will Middleton be that vet presence for guidance? Kailangan ba nila yun?
Oh, actually, kasi di ba meron silang sina Bilal Coulibaly, sina Alex Sarr, so maybe a vet. Kailangan na ng vet na, okay, si Coulibaly feel ko yung pinaka-mag-benefit kay Chris Middleton being there.
And they
Pero
got
yun lang yung
Marcus
talaga
Smart pa,
role
di
niya.
ba?
Oh, ano si Marcus Smart?
Marcus
Nasa
Smart
Wizards
pa.
din pala.
So, will
The
they
Bucks also
play?
got KPJ. So
Kevin
Ay,
Porter.
right. Oo nga
the
pala.
length definitely gets greater with the both of them, Kuzma and KPJ.
Yeah, he might
Under the
debut
radar
pala
yun, no?
today.
Kevin Porter
Oh.
Jr.
Hindi siya nag-work sa Clippers. Probably high usage din eh. Pero, lagay mo sa Milwaukee, ang dami niya pa rin kaagaw.
Eh, sabagay.
So, we'll see. We'll see. Pero winner dito, ang hirap naman. Kung mamimili tayo, Bucks. Because of the youth infusion. For me.
Bucks na yung panalo-ish. Well, loser.
Ish.
Hindi naman loser yung ano eh. May loser ba? Para lahat loser. Pero, sige,
May winner ba?
ang gulo.
Or wala na lang loser.
Pwede. Diba? Pwede.
Ito yung parang
Preliminary
trade
muna.
na...
Parang yeah, okay.
sige, nice.
justify
Okay,
na lang
nice.
natin
Bumata kayo. Ganon.
Oh,
You
yun
guys are
lang.
trying.
But like, no, not really any significant impact. Just like yung...
Wala eh. Very minor lang kasi.
Just like a Fox trade and the Luka trade.
Oo.
Okay.
Yun. So, yeah. Plus yung Wizards nga, yung dalawang kinuha nila, Smart and Middleton, nakatali pa sa kanila hanggang next year. So, probably trade bait for the off-season. I-dangle nila na, uy, meron kami expiring, pwede yung gamitin for next year. Who knows? Loaded pa rin sila, but I don't see them playing for the Wizards. At least this year.
Okay, yeah, I think it's also hard to pin who would be the winners or the losers here. Kasi nga, I don't think any of these guys would create significant or maybe instant impact to the new teams that they entered. So, yeah, maybe it's something to see pa in the future. But for now, yeah, I have to agree. It's hard to determine who the winner and the loser is here.
Yep.
Okay. let's go on to the next. This was pretty big. Might be arguably the biggest after the Luka AD trade. The Warriors acquired Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. So they get JB, 2 second-round picks plus cash considerations. The Heat receive Andrew Wiggins, Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, and a 2025 protected first-round pick via the Warriors. The Jazz receive Josh Richardson from Miami, KJ Martin from the Pistons via the Sixers, a 2028 second-round pick, a 2031 second-round pick, and cash considerations. The Pistons get Lindy Waters III, Dennis Schroeder, sobrang kawawa mo, bro, and a 2031 second-round pick. And the Raptors receive PJ Tucker, a 2026 second-round pick, and cash considerations. Yeah, I think after reading all those names, I think this is the biggest trade because how many teams were this? 5 teams? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-team trade involving Jimmy Butler as the headline. Wild.
Oh, una ako na kayo sa losers. Si loser pala, si Dennis Schroeder.
Oh,
From,
hindi yung team walang team ata na wala
Pwede
siguro
maging loser
team
ang
ang
player,
pinakamalaking loser dito kundi si Dennis Schroeder. Walang team. I think there would be a team that would be a loser, but the biggest loser of this trade would be Dennis Schroeder for sure.
Nanalo kasi parang $81 million deal with the Lakers dapat yun, di ba? What was
Oo.
2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was very
pwede-
recent lang rin yun eh, di ba? 2-3 years ago. And sayang, I mean, hindi ko alam kung sino yung agent niya, pero sana wala na siyang trabaho, man. Yung agent na yun.
Bet on
Tapos
himself.
sabi niya, he can demand more, no? Parang, kaya pa yan. Wag mo kunin yung 81 na yan. 100 na yung player ka.
Yun na nga, it's not like he's a shit player. I mean, I think he's such a very useful player na walang attitude problem, wala namang issues na nababanggit, 'di ba? Wala namang na publicize na may masamang ugali. Tsaka, he's a proven player, right?
FIBA
So,
legend yan. FIBA legend.
Oh,
yun
FIBA
si
legend, 'di ba, pare?
Dennis Schroeder.
I don't get why this has been happening to him. So, sobrang kawawa, 'di ba?
Shoutout sa agent ni Dennis.
Oh,
Sana
Shoutout.
ayusin mo naman.
sana binayaran mo at least yung maleta niya, putang inang kung saan-saan lang siya lumipat this season eh.
Kakapagod yun,
Grabe
no?
roller
Imagine kayo
coaster.
player. Trade ulit ako,
Oh,
settle down ka pala,
Lipat ulit.
imagine this guy's from Germany pa, no? So, ang jahe naman nun. Laro na nga ako dito sa States, puta kung saan-saan pa ako napapadpad.
Mentor
Wala
role na lang
kasi
siya sa Detroit. Sino may mentor Si Cade? Parang matutunan ni Cade sa kanya. Baka
Oo
siya
nga
pa yung
eh.
mentor ni Cade na yun, no?
Or baka magamit siya. Wala pa si...
Pero di naman, I think okay rin naman.
Mm.
Sa
Okay,
playoff hunt
losers.
ng Detroit, diba? They're in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Detroit's there.
Loser siya in a sense na sobrang dami niya kasi lilipatan.
Right.
Yeah.
Sa player.
Tama. Yun nga, gano'n nga, yeah, tama.
But for Detroit, it's actually good for them because
Oo.
this relieves Cade of ball handling duties. So at least there are times, especially when sobrang he's getting tired na towards the end of the game, then Schroeder can come in and maybe relieve him of ball handling duty. So it's good for Detroit for me.
Yeah, wala din silang immediate depth sa point guard. Yung Jaden Ivey pa, di ba, injured? So,
Whole season, no?
Maybe,
Dahil doon sa freak injury na yun.
parang re-evaluate pa in a month, pero hopefully daw makaabot pa. May chance.
Oo.
May chance. So, yeah, may space for Schroeder. Daming trades. Dennis Schroeder. As a team, meron ba tayong mapipili?
Wala.
Kayo.
Ako, wala.
Biggest winners.
Wala naman.
Kasi Danny Ainge never loses eh.
Well, yeah, I mean, Utah did a really good job here because they have so much draft capital moving forward. And there was also a trade in January where he got how many first round picks was that? I think he got a bunch of first round picks in January. So he definitely did a good job on this. Would you argue, can you say that the Warriors are the biggest winners of this trade?
Yeah. For the Warriors kasi si Jimmy Butler extends Curry's, what do you call this, like competitive
Championship
window,
aspirations.
championship aspirations. Kaya pakita ko sa superstar mo na you're gonna make moves to consider him and not be like Wala na pala tayong ginagawang moves eh. Di trade nyo na lang ako para
Oo.
magamit ko pa yung final years ko habang okay pa ako. Kasi not everyone
Pero
can age like LeBron eh, to 40.
yeah, but like yun na nga. Exactly, yun na nga eh. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about
Mm.
to point out. Was Jimmy Butler really like the best option sana for them? Kasi this guy's pretty old also. I mean, he's what 37
25.
already. Does
Si
he
KD
really
Habs. Si KD yung
yeah,
initially na gusto kunin nila, di ba? Pero ayaw ni KD.
Ayaw niya eh.
So, next na lang. Siya yung next option for sure. Backup option yan si Butler.
so
Si
it's
KD
still a
yung
good
una na
move.
hinahabol. Yeah,
Still a
still a
good
good
move.
move. Pwede na. I mean, B+ move, sige.
Okay.
Pero would you rather Jimmy kesa si Vucevic din habol nila eh.
May Quinten Post kami. Okay na kami
Yun na nga
Quinten
bro
Post.
eh.
Kaya naman si
Speaking
Quinten
at the
Post.
right time eh.
Floor spacer eh. Floor spacer na second round pick.
Galing.
Mas mura pa.
Hmm.
So, okay na ako kay
Yeah.
Quinten Post.
Pero kung hindi siya siguro nagpakitang gilas, no? May chance yung Vuce.
Yeah. Kung di siya nagpakitang gilas, baka sana si Vooch na lang. Pero feel ko si Post had something to do with Jimmy Butler na lang tayo. Hindi natin kailangan si Vooch.
Oo.
I-trade na lang natin itong Quinten Post. Second round lang naman. Mura lang naman kontrata nito eh.
Bigla
Ganun.
silang nagka three-headed monster sa center. Yung TJD parang nawala eh. Si
I
Kevin
wouldn't
Looney.
say three-headed monster. Hindi yun monster by any.
Reach
Hindi
lang
yan
yun.
Ano,
monster.
baby monster.
Baka labubo siguro. Pero,
Three-headed
pero hindi yun
labubu.
three-headed monster. Well,
Pero
ano
at
lang
least
yun.
serviceable.
Serviceable. I
Serviceable.
wouldn't say
Sorry, my
monster.
bad.
Siguro pag naging monster si Quinten Post, baka, ay, monster na nga yan.
Let's hope that term ages well, Gio. Let's see in the future.
Oo nga,
Maybe.
mali mo maging monster, di ba? TJD and Quinten Post.
Sorry, Lakers fans. Lakers ako. Sana hindi ma-manifest sa Warriors. Hindi, joke lang.
Okay lang. I mean, ang best case scenario for the Warriors, second round eh. For me Baka lusot lang ng play-in, okay na ako. Yes! Okay na
Tingin
tong
mo play-in
Warriors.
sila?
Feel
Eh,
ko
wala,
abot ng
eh,
play-in Warriors. Yun yung best. Or, not best, but more of, abot naman ng play-in, then hopefully
Yeah.
makabot ng first.
Number
That's like
11.
that's like what's projected for them with their current situation right now.
Unless sobrang, diba, they go on like a 15-game winning streak to end. Parang,
I mean, if Jimmy Butler like turns into wild Jimmy Butler mode sooner than possible for the Warriors, then that's really gonna be good for them. Because sana, this breath of fresh air, which we saw in the first game that he played, will really bring a lot of positivity for like his mental issues. I mean, I know he's been dealing with a lot, but if he does turn into the Jimmy Butler we know he could be when when push comes to shove, then talagang baka nga mas maganda pa yung maging takbo ng Warriors this year.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
this is the role he
hopefully.
was demanding di ba? Ayaw niya mag-point guard kahit nire-request sa kanya ni Spo. So ngayon, scorer siya. Ang daming pwede mag-feed sa kanya sa Golden State. Grabe yung free throws niya nung first game.
13.
Attack mode. Grabe. So, yeah, I agree. Kapag motivated Jimmy, dinedicate pa niya sa father niya. So, Butler the third na daw siya, di ba? Iba, medyo
The Butler will
nakakatakot.
serve the chef. Yun yung sabi
Yes,
nila.
sir.
Sana
Ganda.
naman.
Pasok. Yeah,
Okay,
hoping
so
for a good run.
Golden State wins this. Dennis Schroeder, sorry na lang, pero I hope you're finally gonna settle into Detroit at least for the rest of the season. Parang nakakapagod
Hindi
bumiyahe
na daw
pa.
siya marunong na shoot first. Ganyan tayo magsalita sa kanya. Ganyan kayo, hindi ako marunong shoot first.
Sa Miami
Bahala
ba? You think may okay? For Wiggins kasi I'm a fan of
They got younger. They got
younger. Plus sino to si Offline?
Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell. Yeah.
Yun, Devin
Good
Mitchell.
pieces. Yeah.
Di ba?
So,
wala na sakit ng ulo si Riley. So.
yun na nga eh. Pero grabe no, I read that Pat Riley in his last-ditch effort to try and make Jimmy stay, kind of umiyak daw siya in front of Jimmy kasi parang he tried to connect na, he also lost his father before and he tried to parang sympathize with Jimmy for that matter and make
sobrang labon. Bigla siya.
And I think that's exactly what Jimmy said about it na it was unhinged eh.
Unhinged.
Parang parang di rin naman, I mean, okay naman na if you're using that like to actually sympathize with the guy, but like to parang get him to stay, I don't
Newton.
think that's pretty good. Parang to use that as
Yeah.
bait for anything work related other than sympathizing with him, parang di talaga nga maganda yun.
Yep.
Although I mean I get naman how I mean I do admire Pat Riley how he runs Miami, but that just wasn't a very good move
Yep.
for him.
Mm.
Okay, let's go to the last of the four trades that happened. Four notable trades that happened after the Luka AD trade. The last one is the Raptors land Brandon Ingram. Then the Pelicans get Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, a first round pick, and a second round pick. Brandon Ingram has been injured for quite some time, but at least the Raptors get a little bit of push, and the Pelicans get at least get serviceable players.
I don't know.
Well,
Pelicans nasa last. So, mm,
I like this trade for the Raptors. Kasi
for
parang
the
yung age
Raptors,
naman ni Ingram, parang ano eh. In
pasok
line
pa.
naman with sina Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, di ba?
Yeah,
Parang okay naman.
parang they're slowly shaping up to be kind of like the makeup of the Cavs roster.
Oh,
Actually.
Cavs.
Alam mo, yung mga puro bata, ganyan. There's not really, wala sobrang talagang na yung superstar na parang nakakalayo dun sa ibang players. Kumbaga, everybody's just almost at the same level, di ba? But they play well together as a unit. That's how I see the Cavs kasi now, na parang everybody's just on the same page, but there's not really there's no big ego that they have to kind of like deal with or like patronize na nakakasira sa team chemistry.
Yep. And this makeup is reminiscent of the 2019 Raptors na maraming lanky wings that
Mga
can
wings.
interchangeable sa playmaking, scoring. Yun nga lang injuries yung kalaban nila ngayon. Pero if Ingram is healthy, as sabi nila si Barrett lang daw yung baka mahirapan mag-adjust and posible mag-dip yung production niya. Grabe sa usage si BI.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think for Brandon Ingram, what he needs to do is just really kind of change his game up a bit moving forward. Because he's gone through a lot of injuries, and for him to maybe achieve a level of success that he want that is gonna be good for his career, I think he needs to reinvent himself.
Yeah. Closest template kaya for BI para maging successful siya. Kasi parang hindi na ubre yung niya go hard lagi eh.
Oh, siguro para maging ano siya. Mm,
Mellow na no? Ano ba, OKC or OKC Mellow?
pwede or actually parang ano ba? Hindi,
Para lang
pwede pa rin naman siyang siguro parang how do I put this into words? I'm trying to think of a player na perfect for the style of play na gusto ko para sa kanya. Ako, di ko pa rin maisip until now.
And then plus who's gonna sit down from the starting five? You have Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett,
Barrett.
Grady Dick. Si Barrett pa uupuin mo?
Si Grady Dick, paupuin mo. Kasi kailangan
Pakita
mag-start ni na Ingram at Scotty Barnes eh.
together. Pero wala silang
Si Jakob Pertl.
streaky shooter si si Ingram. Would you rather have him sa bagay? Pride ego
Pero
na lang
you gotta
yung
make him happy kasi expiring
Totoo.
contract siya after ng 25-26 season eh. So,
Mhm.
kailangan mo pasayahin mo yun or else ba't ako mag-stay sa Raptors? So, parang nagtapon lang na yung Raptors ng players
Totoo.
at picks. Tapos hindi rin
Hindi kasi
babalik si Ingram.
Yeah, Grady Dick. Sorry, Grady.
Bata pa si Grady Dick eh. Hawak naman nila yung restricted free agent yun if ever RFA
Yeah.
yan, di ba?
Hmm.
Kasi bata pa. So, rookie na si rookie contract. So,
Oh,
kahit
I
anong
don't-
gusto niya umalis, wala naman siyang power. Anyway.
Oh, tsaka feeling ko gets niya naman yun kung mag-off the bench muna siya. I mean, kilala niya naman siguro si Brandon Ingram, no?
Di ba? What the hell?
Di naman siguro, feeling ko naman siguro, di pa naman niya tingin na mas magaling siya kay Brandon Ingram at
Oo,
this point.
gagi. Kung iniisip niya yun, try niya na si
Siguro,
Crazy. Pwede mag-isip.
kung iniisip niya, putang na, medyo may mali dun, pare. I mean, siguro, if he does think that, I mean, I'd admire the confidence, but I think that's bordering on cockiness already.
Pero malay natin, di ba? Emmanuel quickly hasn't been relatively healthy. Baka si Scottie Barnes yung mag-point guard. Dos mo
Pwede din.
grabe, no? Laki nun.
Marunong mag-playmake si Scottie Barnes. So, okay lang rin.
Yeah, I mean, actually, this lineup that they have right now, pretty good lineup for positionless basketball. A lot of these players can play multiple positions, very versatile. And the skill set of these guys, almost all can be 3-level scorers.
Hmm. Wala lang silang depth sa ano, no? They traded away Olynyk.
Oo, yun lang.
Behind, wala na sentro. Si
So
Bush,
yeah,
Bush
but yun nga, they can be a team that will push the pace. Yan nga, wala silang solid na center. So just maybe ride this kind of wave. At kung ito talaga yung gusto nila, but obviously if they want to compete for better position in the East, they're gonna have to get a solid big man that will fit their style and their system.
Yep.
Sino nga bang coach ng Raptors ngayon?
Nasa Nick Nurse pa rin ako eh. Sino?
Wait lang. Hindi ko alam yung how to pronounce his name, pero Sir Pax.
Yan yung coach
Toronto,
ng Puerto Rico, di ba? Tama ba? Anong Spain?
Si Darko Rajakovic.
Ay, hindi pala.
Serbian, yung tama nga, si Darko Rajakovic. Kaya hindi ko
okay.
Darko Rajakovic.
Okay, yeah.
Not really well known. Parang si Mark Dagan nung bago. So, sino yung coach ng OKC? Mark Dagan. Nung bago siya, hindi pa sila nananalo. Pero ngayon, syempre.
Well, he's now a coach of the year candidate. So.
Oh, yeah. Mark Dagano.
All right, so those are all the trades, notable trades that we picked out after the Luka AD trade. So out of these 4 trades, who was the biggest? Who was the biggest winner?
Warriors. Not counting the Luka, wala na yung tapos na.
Wala na yung Luka AD trade, wala na. Itong 4 trades na pinag-usapan natin today.
Kasi sila yung may immediate need eh. Sila yung may immediate championship aspirations. Yung Spurs kasi that's a piece, diba? For the future.
For the future.
They could make noise. They could make noise in the play-in kung umabot man sila dun. Pero as of right now, mukhang Warriors kasi we saw like just one game sample na si Jimmy Butler looks rejuvenated. He's happy. He adds another dimension to the Warriors eh. Na hindi lang puro perimeter. He's a guy who can create his own shot and just mess things up for the other teams. Mas naguguluhan na sila. Parang shit, may Butler na tong mga to. Si Butler is what they wanted Jonathan Kuminga to be. Di ba? Yun yung parang ceiling na gusto nila. Parang Jimmy Butler.
Nakakairita. Jonathan Kuminga, tagal lang injured eh. Putik, nasa fantasy ko pa naman yan, 2 liga.
Sa fantasy ko rin si Jonathan Kuminga.
Tapos si Chris Middleton din kinuha ako kasi na-injure nga si DeJounte Murray.
Sobrang nag-fall off, no? Pangit ang averages niya.
Dapat si Kyle Kuzma na lang kinuha ko pala. At least si Kyle Kuzma hindi injured.
Makapaglaro ba?
Kasi dalawa sila available nun eh. Dapat sila lang kinuha. Ikaw, Gio, is it the Warriors also for you?
Yeah, Warriors din. Sakto nagpipick din yung yung mga young players. Moses Moody.
Si Moody din, diba?
Solid. Tapos yung post nga tsaka yung Santos. Si Pods yung medyo absent.
Si Pods has always parang slump siya.
Kaya sobrang tagal na, bro. Kaya parang may Jimmy ka na tapos nag-show out pa yung mga bata. Baka wala na siyang...
Naalala ko ayaw i-trade ng Warriors si Pods for Markkanen, di ba? May ganun. Sabi ko,
last year.
May Laurie Markkanen na kami sa Pero ayoko rin nung time na yun kasi ang ganda ng laro niya ng rookie year niya eh. Sabi ko, okay, whatever. Bye.
Warriors, same.
Okay, yeah. I definitely agree. Warriors also. Parang ang hirap kontrahin. Could have been the Spurs because
the long term, diba?
They do get more competitive for the long term. But yeah, definitely the Warriors kasi this really puts the Warriors in a good position to improve their record. parang kumaga last-ditch effort na rin. So, they got what they wanted. Yun naman talaga yung gusto nila mangyari.
For yung narrative, yung basketball storylines, mas masarap panoorin yung, for now, sorry Spurs, maganda yung sa dubs.
Okay. Kayo, tingin nyo kung ano ba yung who were the biggest winners and the biggest losers in this trade? Just comment in the comment section below. And that's gonna be it. Any last thoughts, guys, before you wrap up?
Wala naman, go Warriors. Sana naman nawabol ka. So
Oo,
Warriors
pala,
fan talaga ako eh. Warriors fan ako. So talagang I'm really riding high on this Jimmy Butler trade na lahat ng games na ngayon nasa calendar ko na eh. As if I can watch it, mapanoodin ko.
Pero ano
Tingnan mo
pala,
man.
another, siguro last before we end, ako, the biggest winner of the trade deadline, so ako si Rob Pelinka talaga.
Oo, grabe yun. Executive
Grabe.
of the Year levels.
Mm.
Kailangan
My
talaga.
God, if you don't
Grabe.
give him that award this year, hindi ko na lang alam. Tapos ko sana may
pinainom
worst.
niya kay Nico Harrison, no?
Oo nga
Pinainom
eh.
niya.
Bro, grabe. May security na.
Tsaka yung tsura ni Nico Harrison kasi parang ginayuma eh.
In love na in love. Eh.
Okay.
Rob really,
Di ba?
Hindi ko
Honestly,
alam,
my
pero
God.
pogi daw ni Rob eh. Pogi ni Rob Lowe. Di ba kamukha niya rin si Rob Lowe?
Yeah. Actually, sobrang di nagkakalayo. Promise.
Pero sila
Pareho
magkapatid.
yung itsura, pati yung dating, the way they talk.
Mannerisms, di ba? Pati yung jawlines.
Oh.
Rob Lowe to. Anyway, yun lang.
I'd love to see an All the Smoke episode with Rob Pelinka. I'd love to see how
Baka sa summer, pag
Matt
off-season.
Martin's stack really really talk to him. I've been watching
ayaw
all
nyo kay
along.
Nico. Ayaw nyo kay Harrison. Ayaw nyo sa GM ng ng Mavs.
Tayo na lang mag-guest dito tapos pagtripan natin siya.
Si Nico Harrison, email natin, tapos pumayag. Wow.
Kung pumayag siya, ganun siya katanga.
Sa Tagalog pala yun. Wow.
Right. Thanks guys. We're really trying to cap our episodes off really shortly para at least hindi masyadong mahaba. But we hope you enjoyed and we're gonna see you in the next. Good night, guys.
You're right.